Hi guys, welcome to this session. So in this session, we'll see how we can set up the conversion tracking in the X ads account. So conversion tracking is going to be a critical step which we need to set up for our account because this is going to help us track all the sales and leads which we are generating. At the end of the day, we are running these X ads primarily to generate traffic and then eventually generate sales and leads for our business. So that is exactly what conversion tracking does. It will track our conversions or sales which we are generating through ads. Also, you will understand with the help of conversion tracking that what kind of ROI are you generating through your investment into X ads. So it becomes super critical step which needs to be performed invariably for whenever you're running ads. Also, later on, once you have conversion tracking setup done, once it starts tracking conversions, the conversion data really helps the algorithm to fetch more relevant audiences, which can generate further more sales and leads for the business. So it becomes super crucial that we set up the conversion tracking in the correct manner in the account. So in order to do this, there is going to be a specific code given by X, which is the X pixel, which you will get from here, which needs to be implemented on every single page of the website. This is going to be very similar to the Facebook pixel, which we also implement on our website. So the X pixel has to go across all the websites before the body/body HTML tag. So that's going to be the first step towards it. And once you have that, then we configure the event, we create an event, we define the conversion events, wherein we define what kind of conversion do we want to track, whether that's add to cart, whether it's a page view, purchase, all of that we mention. And then finally, we get the custom code as well, which needs to be pasted on the thank you page of the website, which will eventually actually track the sale, track the conversion. So this is how we are going to implement conversion tracking into our X ads account. So let's see this on the platform as well, guys, how we can do it. So once you are on the account, we can start the process by first coming to the X pixel, okay, which you can get from tools. And if you go to events manager, this is where you can find the Twitter pixel or X pixel over here. You can copy it from here or you can view it also here. So let's have a look at it. So this is the code, guys, which we need to copy from here, download or copy from here, and then paste it before /head HTML tag of all pages of the website. Okay, so this has to be done. So there are different ways of doing it. So X gives you three different options. One is simple copying it from here, going to the back end of your website and pasting. Second is you can do this through a tag manager. If you have a specific, let's say a Google tag manager, okay, so then you can follow their steps to do so. Third is you can do the same thing through a conversion API setup, which you can do. So here, what I'll show you is, so in this particular case, what we are going to do is, first is we're going to take the code from here, and let's say we are doing it through tag manager. So then we're going to follow the steps given in the tag manager primarily. Here you can see tag managers. So we're going to come to Google tag managers and you can follow this step over here and then create the event pixel. Okay, so let's go to the website, my website's backend, and here in the settings, we are gonna see the integration where we want to specifically look at analytics part where we are going to connect it with the tag manager. So you can see this is the Google tag manager given over here. We can activate, we can give our GTM code, and by giving our GTM code over here, then these two can get connected. And then the code will be pasted at the back end of our website. Once this part is done, then we come back again and we have to create the event, the conversion event, which we will have to create, which is basically defining the conversion to X, to explain to X platform that what are we going to track as a conversion. So for that, you can add an event here and start giving. So let's say this is for a purchase. And now you can choose the event type. What type of event it is going to be a purchase. So we can choose that. You can set an attribution window as well. So attribution window is for how many days. This is the post engagement attribution window will basically after the engagement, for how many days do you want to follow the user, or a post view attribution also, which you can set here, which you can do. And then the setup method, do you want to define the event with a code, or do you want to define the event with URL? So we are going with the code which we have taken. And then finally, we get the custom event. So this is the code which will go on only on the thank you page. The first code which we saw will go on every single page. This code will go on only on the thank you page. So we take this and then we can add that to our thank you page as well. So this is how we are going to set up the whole conversion tracking for our website, which is for the x.com. And going forward, whenever traffic comes to our website through our X ads and somebody purchases, that will get automatically tracked inside our X ads account. I hope this makes sense. You're able to understand how conversion tracking happens on inside the X ads account. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to this, and I will see you in the next week.